Good morning, and welcome to Make It Monday. This is Mary from Crafty Mima's Place, and today we're going to be using the Timeless Tulips bundle again to make this really cute little Easter type basket for Easter. Let me adjust this a little bit so that you can see it. Okay, it's a really cute little Easter basket. It's not very big, but it'll hold enough candy to make a child very hyper. So I'm going to show you how we are going to make this. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to actually cut the paper with the paper trimmer. This is the new one from Stampin' Up. It is a trimmer and a scorer, both at the same time. It has inches and centimeters on it, and this opens up for larger pieces of paper so that, can you see that? So that you could actually fit something as big as 17 inches in here if you wanted. Okay, to make this little box, it's real simple. We're going to cut this piece. This is a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock. It's 8.5 by 11, and we're going to cut it at 6 3/4 by 8 1/4. So 6 3/4 on the 8-inch side, which would be right here, right above that. And then we'll just cut it that way. And then we're going to cut it at 8 1/4 on this side. Now you could cut it the other way around if you'd like, but this, if you cut it like this, then you'll have the piece for your handle. Okay, and then after you get done doing that, all you're going to do is take and score it all the way around on all the sides at 2 inches. So you'll just line it up to 2 and you'll score, and then you'll turn it, line it up at 2 and score, and then keep doing that all the way around. Now for the handle of the box, you're going to need a piece of Blushing Bride, and you want it to be 11 by 2 inches. Score this one more side, and then I'm going to take my piece of 11 that I cut off, and I'm going to cut it to 2 inches. Oh, well, it's a little bit. $11 by 1 inch. Sorry, I had that wrong. It's 11 by 1 inch. 2 inches would be just way too wide, so we're going to make it 1 inch. Cut that. There you go. Now you have both pieces to make your box. I'll be right back to show you the rest of the pieces that you're going to need. Okay, you're also going to need some white cardstock. It doesn't have to be cut at any specific length or anything. You're just going to use it for stamping your flowers and your greeting. You're going to need a piece of Blushing Bride from the 6x6 Sutles DSP card pack. Okay, you're going to cut two pieces at 2x4. These will be for the sides of the box, and then 2 pieces, the long sides of the box, and 2 pieces at 2x2. These will be for the other side, and this little piece here is going to be for your handle to give it a little decoration. So that's all there is to it. Now we'll do some stamping. Okay, for the stamping, you're going to need 6 of the large from the Timeless Tulips pack. You're going to stamp 6 of these larger tulips. And then you're going to stamp the leaves and the stems, and you're going to have to fussy cut the stems because there is no die for the stems or punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp 3 of these fairly close to the bottom, and then from that you'll get some leaves that will punch out, and we'll stamp those secondary. So here we go. Okay, we're going to be using Flirty Flamingo ink. This one is Blushing Bride ink for the flowers, and Pear Pizzazz for the leaves. And then this is Soft Sea Foam for the box. But I decided to do a different color this time, so we're going to go with the pink. And I want my flowers to be a little darker than my pink, so I went with Flirty Flamingo for the flowers. We're going to ink it up, and we're going to stamp 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, it's just a little bit darker than the pink on these. These were a lot lighter pink. This is a little bit darker pink. Okay, and we'll use our punch to punch those out. And as I'm punching, I'm going to end up with some leaves too. So let's go start from this direction so I don't ruin any of the flowers. There's one. There's 2 and 1 leaf. And here's the last one. And I don't think we'll get a leaf out of it because it's just not enough space. 3. Now we'll flip it and do the other 3. We'll save that 1 leaf. That worked out pretty well. We'll stamp that. One, 2, oops, 3. Okay, we're done with the Flirty Flamingo, and we will close that Inkpad up, put it to the side, and we will punch these out next, starting at this end. Well, you know, you could probably do some really pretty other colors. Purple tulips are really pretty. You could try yellow if you like yellow. The Sutles 6x6 pack has a multitude of different colors. It has all 10 of the Sutles colors in it. And Blushing Bride is only one of them. There's the Soft Sea Foam is in that group, and there's a yellow, I think it's Daffodil. Okay, we're done with that one, and we have 2 leaves now. So we're going to need at least a few more leaves. So what I'm going to do is just punch the leaves out along the edge here so I don't waste too much paper. This way. 2, that's 4. We need 2 more, and then we can use the rest for the stems. And turn it over this way. Okay, and we'll just take our paper snips and we'll cut off the edge of this paper here so that we can make just a couple of stems. We're going to need a few, 6 stems. So, okay, go. So we'll put our flowers to the side now. We're done with the punch. We can put that away. Put flowers over here with our other things. Now let's stamp our leaves with garden green. Now the trick with this is to try and line it up and making sure that you have the leaf in the same way as your stamp is, so it'll line up right. Okay, so we want to do it this way. And there's one leaf. Yep, this way. Two. So I hope you're all being safe in your quarantine. We're pretty lucky here. There's not a lot of it in our area. There is a bit more in Las Vegas than there is here. So just stay safe. Wash your hands. That's 4. Okay, let's work on the stems now. We're going to need 4. Oh, wow. I have ink all over my hand. Get me some wipes. And I have to get another piece of paper. This one is all full of little dots of green ink. I'll be right back. Okay, let's give this a shot again. We're going to make a few stems. You don't even need to, you could probably just make 3 and cut them in half. I have a piece of hair here. Let's get rid of that. I think I'm going to just make 3 and we'll cut them in half, because technically you're not going to see much of them. It's a pretty short stem. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer to kind of cut them apart, and then we'll trim them down to what we want. There's 1. 2 and 3. Now we can cut them to whatever size we want them to be. So cut off the ends, and I'm going to just go straight down. You can actually cut them right next to, cut them, outline them if you want, but I'm just going to be pretty open with how I cut these. So had to do FaceTime to see my children and my grandchildren, because we're in 2 different cities, so, and they're recommending no travel, so, but it was fun. It was fun to see them on FaceTime, being silly and cracking up. Okay, we're just about ready to start putting this box together. Move our stuff out of the way and get rid of this paper we don't need. Okay, all right, now here's what we're going to do with the paper. You scored it at 2 inches all the way around. So what you want to do is fold it so that you make your little box. This is the world's simplest box. I mean, it's not hard, it's not difficult. There's no magical formulas for it. You want to do the long ends and cut up to the middle, to the first score line there on the long ends. Now, once you get those cut, it's really up to you whether you want to just take a little bit off, or in my case, I'm just going to cut all the way, cut the corners right from the corner to the corner. Okay, that's 2, 3, and 4. I think before we put the actual box together, we should probably put our paper on it. So we're going to flip it over, and of course these are going to go here on these longer ends, and this is going to go on the shorter end. And you can use either side. It's a two-sided paper. I like the gingham check side. Always have. I think they're cute. So we're going to just use Snail, although you could use Tombow liquid glue if you prefer. I find Tombow messy. It gets on my fingers, and my fingers stick together, so I don't use it very often. It works very well, and it's a very good glue. But I'm just going to use the Snail for this part. And just line these up so that you get kind of a nice little border around it. Like that. And then put all of them on there, and then we'll put the box together. And then we'll decorate the box, and this is a very easy project. So if you need to make 14, it won't take you too long. If you need to make 5, it'll take even less. You could make this for spring. You could make this for, you know, put little flowers in it if you wanted. You could make it for Mother's Day. These boxes are really very simple, very easy to make, and you could make them for 100 different million things. So you could make them in Christmas colors for Christmas time. You could make them in Halloween colors for that occasion, however you want to do it. Now all we're going to do is we're going to put some, and I like to use tear and tape on boxes because it's strong and it'll hold the corners for you. So make sure your corners are nice and creased. Use your bone folder or your thumbnails, and then you just want to put just a little bit of tape on there. The bad part about having nails is you can't get the tape off. So okay, I'm going to put a piece this way, and then I'm going to put a piece this way so that I have plenty of hold there. I might even put a little piece here just to make sure that the whole thing's holding and the corners don't come undone. So put one there and one here. Here. And then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. I don't know about you, but we're having terrible shortages of food. I mean, we're not going to starve, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you go into the grocery stores and it's like you're, you know, Walking Dead or something, because the shelves are completely empty and you're like, oh my gosh. So I hope you're having better luck finding supplies where you are and that they're getting things to you quickly. All right, one more piece, and I think we're done. Now I'm going to use my handy dandy little piercing tool to get this tape off. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. I'm going to take off one side at a time so that I can get this to work right. Okay, now I'm going to do this side too, and then we'll fold up the side. Oh, don't put it down on your paper like I just did. Okay, well, I got it off. Thank goodness. I hope you're all at least going for a walk every day to get out of your house. And we're going to line up these sides. I'm going to show you how. Just want to line it up so it's nice and straight. And then push it down. There you go. And do the same on this side. Make sure it's nice and straight and even. And then press it in. Okay? Like I said, simple, easy, pretty straightforward box. I got the grass for the box from the dollar store way before all of this happened. But you can make your own if you just cut it really small little strands, but to me that's just wasting good paper. So I just buy it from the dollar store in a bag for $1. And I go with pretty normal colored grass. I don't go for the pink and the... But you can use any color you prefer. So if I can get this one off. This one's being difficult. There we go. Got it. And one more. You sure do have a lot of time to do this kind of stuff when you're self-isolating, staying out of people's way. I'm going to line this side up, tuck it in, and then line this side up. Whoop. See if I can get that apart just enough to make it straight. There we go. All right. Now I got it. All my boxes there. So, and you're just going to put your handle just like this. It's really easy. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of above the line on this one just a little bit, and I don't like that, so I'm going to trim it with my paper shears just to get it right. This ought to be fun, as it's not a lot of room to move. Okay, I got it. There we go. All right, now we're going to just put a little tear and tape on one end and the other end, and just attach it to the very inside of your box. Okay, make sure we got enough tape going on there. I could put a little bit more here. Okay. The bad part about it is I just took the tape with my pick. I just want the paper. I don't want the tape. There we go. All right. Put this way. And we're just going to center it into the center of the box and press it down. And we'll do the same on the other side. And you now have your little basket. You can, if you look inside, you can see that you've got those corners where you cut it off. If you just make sure you line it in between that, it should be fairly straight for you. So let's get this one done. I have chronic allergies, and right now, because we're having a lot of rain where I am, they are driving me crazy. And of course, allergy symptoms are exactly the same as the symptoms for the coronavirus. So people run from me, but I generally just stay home. So I do not have a fever. I do not have coronavirus. I have an allergy. Okay, now let's put this on the inside on this side. I'm going to line it up. And there's our basket. Now your little piece of paper goes, it doesn't fit all the way, so just kind of line it up. It's just a small little piece. I didn't want to waste a whole, this is one 6x6 sheet of paper, including this little strip. If you want to waste a second sheet to cut all the way across, that is entirely up to you, your decision. Me, I just went with this one, even though it's not quite long enough, it'll serve the purpose. So what I'm going to do is try to line it up so it's in the center, and then I'm going to go from there. Try to make it even on both sides as close as possible. There we go. And then this one here, and I didn't even get it straight. Okay, there we go. That will serve the purpose. Now we are ready to attach our greeting. Oh, I forgot to do the greeting, didn't I? Okay. I'm going to need to get some more paper so that we can do our greeting. I'll be right back. Okay, I have a piece of scrap paper. This is 1 inch wide, and the greeting will fit on it just right. So we're going to just use our tuxedo black and our mat and put our greeting on a piece of paper. Then we can put everything together for the box. Okay. I'm just going to kind of center it here, and then we'll cut it to the size we want it to be. Happy Easter, happy spring, happy everything. That's what the greeting says. There you go. Done with that now. Okay, and what I did on this one is I just pendant the edges, but first we want to put the flowers on. So let's get that done first. You won't see much of that anyway, because I'm going to put the flower over it. And mine is not sticking very well, is it? It doesn't want to. Not really. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right. All right. Now, we're going to do the stems first. And all I did was decide how high up I want to make the flower. Like this one's going to be that high, and then I'm going to cut, you know, I'm going to use my Snail Adhesive. Put this away, we don't need that. And we're going to put Snail on it all the way to the top, and then we're going to put our stem on, and then we can just cut it off. And then we have another one to use for a different flower. There we go. That's one. Then we'll put, let's see, how did we do this? Okay, we got lower ones. So, some more adhesive. And we'll put one right here. We'll cut that off a little bit. And then we'll take another stem and we'll put this one right about here. Maybe we'll move it over just a little bit. There we go. And now we'll flip it to the other side and put 3 more. 1 in the middle and 2 on each side. Because we're going to use the pop dots, I mean the Stampin Dimensionals for the flowers. So we'll put 1 so that it's like right here. You can cut that off. Okay, and then we have 1 more. We'll put half of it one way and half of it the other. And 1 over here. Okay. You can turn them a little ways if you want. Okay, now we'll do our Stampin' Dimensionals on our flowers and then fit our leaves on. So we're going to do right in the center. We're going to put it on the center so that when it'll stick right there in the center of the flower. And we'll put 2. Right, like that. We'll do 2 on this one and 2 on another one. Flip it and do the other side. There we go. 3 on one side, now 3 on the other. These would make really cute little Easter baskets for grandkids or, you know, nieces and nephews. I'm sure that most of you want to put a little more candy in your children's Easter baskets, but me, personally, I think this is plenty. If you have grandkids like mine who bounce off the walls when they eat chocolate, you might want to cut down on the amount. Don't have, most of my grandchildren are up there in age now. I don't usually do too many Easter baskets, and we're talking about, you know, if the quarantine is over, we're talking about going camping for Easter. So but if it's not over, oh, that's not going to work very well, is it? No, not really. Oh well. We'll figure that one out in a minute. If it's not over, well, then we'll just be having Easter by phone. So, like many people probably will be. There we go. Now we need some leaves. Thinking 1 there. And 1 here. And maybe... kind of making them all look the same, and you only need 1 dimensional for that. for each leaf. That would be more than enough, so. There's one. There's two. And here's three. Okay, there's one side of the box. Now I'll do the other side of the box and put our, as you can see, I have a little bit of twine on here. This is the free twine for celebration that comes with the sequins. We're going to use linen thread on this project because this you can buy. This you have to purchase $50 in merchandise to get that free. I'm telling you, before I became a Stampin' Up consultant, I spent a lot of money during celebration because you can get a lot of things for free, and they're nice things. Paper, stamps, all kinds of free items. Also for, you know, every $50 you get the free, and then if you know, you can build up your stores in no time at all. There's one. And it gives you something to do during pandemics. There's two. There's three. Okay, now we have to decide which side we want to put the Happy Easter, Happy Spring on. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. They're both pretty much the same. So all you need to do is decide how big you want to make it. And I'm going to just cut this down so it's easier for me to show you how to pendant it. You just want to simply go up the center and then do a triangle to that point. And there's your pendant. And you do the same on the other side. Up the center and pendant. And I go too far. So, all right. And then you're going to take a couple of dimensionals for that. Maybe 3. That ought to work. And I'm going to put it right here on this side. There are other sentiments in there that say, what a beautiful difference one life makes. And there's my Happy Easter, Happy Spring. There's a Happy Mother's Day in the set. I don't think there's a birthday. Get well soon. Oh, there is a happy birthday on the set. So, I mean, you could make this as a get well gift, a birthday gift, a hello gift, a Happy Mother's Day gift. You could make this box for just about any occasion. So let's go ahead and make a little twine bow, and then we will call it an end to our Make It Monday. This is linen thread. It's very thin, so you don't need much. I'm going to try and leave it on the roll and do it, but like I said, this is very small, so it's sometimes even harder for me when the thread is really tiny. So let's see what we come up with. Yeah, that didn't work. Get my navel. There we go. Now at least we got something that looks kind of like a bow. All right. That wasn't too bad. I think that'll work. And we'll just kind of trim off the edges a little bit. And use one of my favorite things that I have sometimes the greatest difficulty with, and that's a glue dot. So we're going to try and get this glue dot to come off onto our, and it did today. Look at that. Well, wonders never cease. Okay, so that's that one. This is this one. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make some Easter presents, some Mother's Day presents while you're sitting there binge watching your favorite YouTube channel or Netflix or whatever you watch. So you guys all have a great day. We'll see you again next Monday for another Make It Monday. Bye.